Back to Besa starts right now on Fox 13.
Welcome to another episode of Back to Besa. I'm your host, Besa Gordon, and this week's show is going to be a little bit different. Now that we're officially at episode 21, my production team and I thought it would be fun to take a look back at some of our favorite segments on the show. So, this week on Back to Besa, we relived the time I took Seattle Kraken's official DJ Trunks, to the zoo for the first time. We relived me learning how to play pickleball and even highlight the first time I was a ring announcer for Defy Wrestling. We recapped some of my favorite road trip moments, like when I went to Boise, Idaho for the Natus Storytelling Conference, when we went to Spokane for Terrain, and when I went to Disneyland for the first time and even got to do a live broadcast for Hits 106.1. We relived the final moments before Mutual Fish closed their doors and take a look back at Reunion on Union. Plus, I'll show you what it's been like working with my Fox family. So let's jump right into it. Speaking of wrestling, I'm not the only one that loves it. The Seattle Kraken's official DJ Trunks, loves it just as much as I do. So when I found out my wrestling buddy had never been to the zoo, I had to do something about it. Check out what went down when I took DJ Trunks to the Woodland Park Zoo.
Hey, what's up? It's DJ Trunks, DJ for your Seattle Kraken and your Seattle Storm, and never have I ever been to the zoo.
So let me get this straight, friend. Yeah, you've never been to the zoo?
No, I've never been to the zoo.
Not even in elementary?
I'm pretty sure that was the day that I faked sick.
Okay, well, no judgment. I used to do that back in the day too. I don't care how old you are. When you go to the zoo, you feel like a little kid again. So we're gonna fix that today.
Okay, I'm down. It's on my to-do list. Let's do this.
Say less, let's get it.
Let's go.
Hi, I'm Farah.
Hi, DJ Trunks. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Besa told me it's your first time at the zoo.
It is, first time.
Well, I figured for your first time we could do something that's a little bit different and that I know you've definitely never done before. And Besa, maybe you've never done it either.
I don't know, let's find out.
All right, well, I'm thinking that for our first stop, we can go behind the scenes and you can feed a rhino. Are you up for it?
Yeah.
Besa, what do you think?
Let me change my shoes.
All right.
My goodness, right after I changed my shoes, I definitely have a check on my buddy Trunks, because once we walked around that corner, neither of us were ready for the sight of Taj. Taj is the heaviest animal at the zoo, and believe it or not, at the age of 6 years old, he is currently 4,000 pounds, and get this, got that size by only eating vegetation. And when he's fully grown, oh my goodness, he will be 6,000 pounds, 6 feet tall at the shoulders, and 13 feet long.
All right, who wants to go first?
I do.
Go for it.
Hey.
It's like a
Here you
conveyor
go,
belt
buddy.
in there.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
If you're ready, we can get going, and I've got some other things I'd love to show you.
Definitely.
I am hyped, let's
Yeah,
do
this
it.
is amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for visiting
Thank you.
us. Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
Taj.
Bye, Taj.
So I know you as being the Kraken DJ, but for some people, they don't know that you're not from here. You're actually from Atlanta. How did you get up here?
Well, I came up here by way of Las Vegas. I was living there for a little while, DJing there, and eventually ran into the right people and made my way up here to Seattle for the Kraken. I did the expansion draft, and kind of the rest was history.
Now, after learning more about DJ Trunks and how he went from Atlanta to Vegas all the way up to Seattle, it was time to go to our next location, which was the Butterfly Garden. And oh my God, what a garden it was.
Wow. This has to be the most relaxing place in the world. Oh, okay. I want one to land on me, but nobody's taking the bait.
How many different species of butterflies are in here?
Well, right now there's about 10 species flying around.
Okay.
As the season goes on, we'll have more. And as you can see, there's cocoons, and you can actually watch these butterflies emerge, which is really special.
Where are we off to next?
Why don't we go check out the penguins?
Yes.
I'm down.
Yes.
I'm down.
Let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
Penguins. They're so cute. Wow. Hey, happy feet. What's up, buddy? Hey, man. Hey.
He said, what's up?
This is great. Oh, he's going. Oh, there they go. Wow.
Oh, that was so freaking cool.
So what does the stripe on their body mean?
That's an adult penguin, so you can tell the difference between the adults and the juveniles. The adults have that black stripe kind of across their chest, and if you look at the younger ones, they kind of have a full white body all the way up.
Oh my goodness.
And that sound that you're hearing, that kind of honking noise, that's their natural sound. It's called braying. When you look at a penguin, I don't know what you expect to hear, but I don't know that it's that.
I definitely didn't expect that.
I didn't even know they made noise, to be honest.
I was expecting a silent area. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, we have about 40 penguins here, and all of them are different. They all have unique personalities, kind of like humans, and they're keepers that take care of them, know every single one of them.
Let everyone know where they can see you at in person DJing next.
Catch me at Climate Pledge. That's kind of it.
Catch me at Climate Pledge. I like that.
You know, there are some things I never thought I would enjoy in life, and frankly, pickleball is one of them. But when the city of Seattle had a pickleball tournament and I got some lessons, let's just say I realized I was lying to myself and a new pickleball fan was made. Check out what went down.
Let's just be ready. Nice, that's beautiful. Here we go. Go get that again. Oh, look at that! Do that again. Do that again. Oh. By the time we walk off this court, you'll be a master. As the monorail goes by me right now, there isn't a cooler sight in all of America than pickleball underneath the monorail, right? And it's bringing together all the things that pickleball is great about, which is just community and laughter and athletics and just the spirit of fun.
Our charter responsibility as elected officials in the city are to make our communities safe, and we take that very seriously. Our passion for pickleball will help us catapult us to that level.
A lot of excitement in the world of pickleball. You see people of all abilities, poor abilities like me playing pickleball, trying to activate the city. We want this to be an area for everybody as we activate the city. I'm loving what I see. We don't want to abandon anyone in our efforts to build one Seattle. So we're activating this area. Seattle Department of Transportation, our Office of Economic Development, our Department of Parks and Recreations, our executive team, we're all putting our hands together to activate this area that can be overlooked.
To see everybody out here and actually being able to enjoy themselves, and me, like, I walk these streets like every day, you know, so being able to be in an environment with people just having a good time and it's not anything crazy going on, I'm here for it, you know? I'm hoping that everybody can be more collaborative, do more events like this, you know, get everybody from every background involved, right? Because that's what it's about. Like, we can't have a community if we don't have the full community.
For downtown, what I hope is for people to be able to come down here and have a good time no matter what they want to do. Whether it's going to a restaurant, walking the streets, walking your dog, playing pickleball at our new courts right over there. Anything you want to do. Is there a better place to be than downtown Seattle? Anywhere? No, not at all. Good game, good game. Thank you so much.
Good game,
Great game, good game.
You have a great teachers.
Awesome.
That was really fun. We're going to take our first commercial break, but when we come back, we're continuing our Back to Besa recap, going backstage as we relive the time I was a ring announcer for Defy Wrestling. You're watching Back to Besa.
A world of wonder awaits at Pacific Northwest Ballet's The Nutcracker. Treat your loved ones to the Northwest's favorite holiday tradition at Seattle Center's McCall Hall. Visit pnb.org.
A big day here at Lumen Field. Throws it over the top. Metcalf. Touchdown! St. Walker gets the handoff. He goes in untouched. Dalton gets hit in the backfield. He goes down. Keep bringing it, 12. Keep bringing it. The Seahawks win the game.
Move-in is more than just a ride. Move-in is redefining rideshare. No surge pricing. Means everyday affordable rides. Happy drivers. Means everyday happy customers.
You on my mind a lot. Don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in. From the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up. Break you in then break you out. In the end we gon' make a child. Then we gon' hit the show. Part 2 we don't need no pause. You can't miss me, we gon' get tipsy. Don't need a power shot.
Copy my steal. Face the fact that copy my steal. Face the fact that
1 in every 500 African Americans in the U.S. suffers from sickle cell disease. 1 in 3 African American blood donors is a match for patients with sickle cell. 1 appointment to donate blood with the American Red Cross can help save a life. Will you be that one? Visit redcrossblood.org/ourblood today to schedule an appointment at a location near you.
Big Tobacco thinks they know everything. They think they know you, your community, the places you go, and the way that you spend your time. They think they got you all figured out, down to a formula, a calculation based off of numbers of what they think they know. Show them they're wrong. Learn more at theythinktheyknowyou.org.
Welcome back to Back2Besa. This week's Backstage Pass, powered by Quantum Fiber, is all about wrestling. In case you're new here, you may have missed the fact that I'm a huge wrestling fan. So, when I was contacted by Defy Wrestling to be their ring announcer for their all-women's match, hype was not the word. And of course, I had our cameras there to capture the moment. Check out what went down, plus hear from some of the ladies who hit the ring that night at Washington Hall.
And now, coming to the stage, we
Hey guys, Besa here. We're currently at Washington Hall for the Defy Wrestling WC Spirit event. Dude, let me tell you something. I am a huge fan of wrestling, but in this moment, I actually get to be the ring announcer for these amazing ladies. So look, we're gonna tap in and see what goes down today when Defy Wrestling comes to Seattle. Let's check it out.
I watched wrestling on TV. Oh. And honestly, that was all I knew and all I watched. I didn't know that independent wrestling happened. But then later on, as I got older, I got back into wrestling in college, and I went to a music festival. And all of a sudden, I'm watching a band on stage, and then 2 people in underwear fighting in front of me. And I said, what the hell is going on?
I've always been really skinny and small and kind of told all my life I couldn't be a wrestler. And as I got older, I kind of I just didn't give anymore what people thought, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. Time's a ticking. I don't have a lot of time to waste. I'm just gonna do it.
What is coming up next for women in wrestling?
You know, I think what's coming up next is that we don't even have to ask that anymore. It's just gonna be equal. You know, we don't have to be like, it won't be like we have to highlight the women, we have to. They'll just be highlighted because they're just as good as the guys, you know?
To be here is truly a different experience all in itself. Like, you watch it online and you watch GIFs and you go, oh man, that looks cool. But to actually feel this crowd, to feel how hot it is in there, just to like see everybody's faces and talk to them at the merch table, like the Defiance, the fans here, they are like special for sure.
I'm having the best time. Even getting punched in the face by Medusa herself, that was awesome.
Shout out to Defy for having me here. Shout out to the amazing women that pulled up today to freaking Washington Hall. This was absolutely amazing. And honestly, you guys, I am hoping that I get to do this again. Oh my goodness, I can't even speak right now. This experience was absolutely amazing for me. Quick shout out to Defy for making one of my dreams come true. And of course, if you ever need a ring announcer, I'll be more than happy to do it. Anywho, we're off to another commercial break, but when we come back, we're recapping some of my favorite moments from when we hit the road. Welcome back to Back2Besa. One thing I have done on this show is stay on the road across the Pacific Northwest, connecting with new people and learning new things from Spokane, Boise, and even Disneyland. There was literally no distance too far from me and my crew. Let's check out some of my favorite stories from the time we were on the road. First stop, Boise, Idaho, the city of trees where I visited back in September for the National Academy of Arts and Sciences Northwest Chapter's Storytelling Workshop to learn how to tell better stories.
Sometimes, when you have a vision of something great, you have to be willing to make the journey from where you're at to where you want to be. Well, I'll be honest, Boise, Idaho is not the place I thought I would be on this journey. But that's where NATAS, the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Northwest Chapter, was holding a storytelling workshop. And in all honesty, I can't say I want Back2Besa to be an Emmy Award-winning show and not put in the work and the miles to take it there. So I hopped on the Alaska jet to the City of Trees to learn how to tell better stories from some of the best in our region to do it.
Very excited to be here. As you can see, we have young people here, college students. We have people in the field. We have people in corporate as well. We all are storytellers, and that's the reason why we're here today, to learn, to give, and also to be able to get back to the work that we do and tell really great stories.
Being in that workshop and kind of learning how to navigate that and listening to people who were trailblazers or are trailblazers made me feel like, okay, maybe I should keep going. I was gonna keep going anyways, but it gave me a lot of confidence, like, you know, you might be the only person in the room, but, you know, people notice you in positive ways and negative ways, but you have to just, you know, make your mark in the room.
For anyone who's watching that's young, that wants to become a content creator, a storyteller, or a journalist, you can do this. You have your phone. Like, you have so much opportunity and potential to just blow up and be viral if you want. And it's something that people from older generations didn't have. So just know you can do whatever you want, and there's room for everyone.
This is a workshop that is a non-profit-minded event, as a way for Natus Northwest to give back, to invest in the next generation, but also to inspire those of us who've been in the industry for a while to get together, to collaborate, to learn from one another, and we're just thrilled with being able to offer this to the community.
Truly, it's just been a really great experience to be around like minds and to be around other storytellers. It feels really good being here today, and looking forward for us to do more of these.
Super excited because this is some outreach. Natus and the chapter we have, it's much more than about the Emmy Awards. It's about engaging with students, young professionals, kind of advancing the television arts.
It's a big day. The Storytellers Workshop here in Boise, Idaho. Some of the best and brightest minds in film, TV, production, getting together, sort of sharing our trade secrets. And for people like me, it's a chance to see how impressive these students are and how much I need to get better and how fast.
Just be yourself. Everyone's been saying it all day. Just be yourself, and that's how people kind of receive you. They'll just receive you well if you just walk into a room and you're like, I'm Jessica Davis. And they're like, okay.
I want to say thank you to everyone at Natus, the instructors, and Boise State University. And best believe that on this journey to TV excellence, I'll keep trusting the process and showing up to learn as much as I can.
Next stop, I took a road trip to the city of Spokane, which we visited back in October for the Terrain Arts Festival. But I ended up learning something new about the East Central Spokane neighborhood, its history, legacy, and future.
So last week, your girl decided to do something that, well, I haven't done in a while. I'm talking about a real deal road trip. Just getting in the car and vibing. That is exactly what I did with my girl Nicole and headed over to the other side of the Evergreen State into the city of Spokane, which, by the way, is 280 miles from downtown Seattle. So basically a 4.5-hour drive. Along the way, I was reminded what a beautiful state we live in. The tall mountains and mighty rivers. At one point, I had to stop and soak in all the vantage points. Onward across the vast expanses of eastern Washington and finally into Spokane, the second biggest city in Washington state and a place that I have enjoyed coming to over the years. After all those hours on the road, your girl was more than ready to check in at her super comfy Davenport Grand Hotel for a quick nap, record some radio shows, and then it was to the Terrain Art Festival. Now, more about the Terrain Arts Festival later on in the show, but just know it was super dope and very well might be one of the biggest one-day art pop-ups in this whole part of the country. Trust and believe when I tell you that my girl Ginger Ewing and her team at Terrain put on for their city. The next morning, I headed over to East Central Spokane, the legacy Black neighborhood that was at one point the epicenter of Black life and culture in Spokane. But just like so many other Black communities across America over the decades, now finds itself below means and struggling for the basics of housing and food security. However, despite the blows, hope remains and shines bright in East Central, as evident in the This Is East Central community-wide storytelling mural that adorns the side of the Carl Maxey Center. Unveiled last month, a love letter to the neighborhood is how Gender describes it. Terrain partnered with nearly 20 other organizations to bring the beautiful artwork to life. The mural honors beloved Spokane community members, both the present day and past. I was humbled to see the image of Sandy Williams, who was a media giant and publisher of The Black Lens, who left us far too soon last year. But I was also inspired and overjoyed to see so many people I personally know in Spokane on the mural who are working every day to uplift the community. This mural really does give people their flowers. Before hitting the road back to Seattle, I stopped downtown at Riverfront Park. This is one of my favorite places in the city because, well, a river runs through it and there is always a lot going on here. Heading back home westbound to Seattle, This was a quick but fulfilling road trip to Spokane. And seeing Washington from ground level, you begin to realize how much our state has to offer, do and see. And best believe, I'm here for all of it.
We're off to another commercial break, but when we come back, we continue recapping some of my favorite on-the-road moments.
Mind a lot. Don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in. From the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up. Break you in then break you out. In the end we gon' make a child. Then we gon' hit the show. Part 2 we don't need no pause. You with Misty, we gon' get tipsy. Don't need a power shot.
Copy my steel. Face the fact that copy my steel. Face the fact that.
Kick off the holidays with Irving Berlin's White Christmas at the Fifth Avenue Theater. Music, dancing, and a real snowfall at every performance. Buy tickets now for the whole family. White Christmas at fifthavenue.org.
Movin' is more than just a ride. Movin' is redefining rideshare. No surge pricing. Means everyday affordable rides. Happy drivers. Means everyday happy customers.
The new COVID-19 updated booster provides the best protection available right now. So don't wait. Stay safe this summer and get your updated booster today. To find a free vaccine provider near you, go to kingcounty.gov/vaccine.
A world of wonder awaits at Pacific Northwest Ballet's The Nutcracker. Treat your loved ones to the Northwest's favorite holiday tradition at Seattle Center's McCall Hall. Visit pnb.org.
Welcome back to Besa. The final stop on our road trip is none other than Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. I had the opportunity to fly to sunny Southern California to preview the Disney Festival of Holidays, while also doing my very first live remote broadcast. My good buddy Strawberry was there by my side to make the moment that much more memorable.
Something happened this week that was only a dream, or better yet, a fairy tale 8 years ago when I started in radio on the street team at iHeartRadio. Can you believe I was invited by Disneyland to fly to the happiest place on earth to broadcast live on Hits 106.1 from the Disney Holiday Preview? This is where Disney tells us all about all the things they have in store for the festive season. So I hopped on the flight to Disneyland, and when I arrived, I hooked up with my buddy Strawberry. You might know him as the Seattle Kraken and arena host, but he's also on V101.1 in Sacramento. But the best part is that he has been to so many of these events before and was the perfect person to tell me what to expect.
Oh my God, Strawberry. I am officially at Disneyland.
We're here.
I've never been here before, like ever in life. So we gotta talk about this.
Okay.
What can I expect? Not only have I not been to Disneyland, I've never done my own live broadcast.
Okay.
What's going down?
So the happiest place on earth. We are actually going to be in a broadcast room. We're in a radio room. We're going to be surrounded by at least 40 other radio shows from all across the country, right? Disneyland is going to feed us some of the best food and snacks we're going to have. They're going to bring by experts that we can interview them, ask about the park, ask about what's new for the holidays, and they'll be showing off the new fall menu, the new fall activities, the new fall events and shows. On top of that, you'll be able to explore the park. So you'll be able to go into Disneyland, ride the rides, also California Adventure. I mean, just go crazy. Once you wrap up your radio show, go have fun with everybody else.
Go live life.
Go live life.
So we're celebrating festival holidays here at the Disneyland Resort, running November 10th through January 7th. And right behind us, we have some returning favorites from Festival of Holidays. Now, Festival of Holidays is all about celebrating different cultures through music, entertainment, and of course, food,
Yes,
right?
yes.
We've got pieces from Christmas, Hanukkah, Navidad, Diwali, Kwanzaa, and Three Kings Day.
Disneyland is always top notch regardless, right? Holidays though, holiday season, and now with their Viva Navidad and their Festival of Holidays, they crank it up through the roof.
What do events like this mean for you as someone that's in radio?
I'm always like a kid anyway, a kid at heart. I grew up watching Disney, so it's great to be able to combine radio and Disney.
So what would you say to someone that's hungry, like young Besa, and they want to get in the game?
Yeah.
And where would you tell them to start?
Network, whether it's on social media, whether it's old school in person, handshakes and intros, network. Put your dream in your path.
Hey guys, Besa Gordon here, coming in live from Disneyland Resort where the holidays begin. Thank you to Strawberry and all of the amazing radio professionals that I met. But most importantly, thank you Disney for giving me an opportunity to tell all of the Hits 106.1 listeners about your plans for the holidays. This was definitely a first-class trip, and I can't wait to come back soon to celebrate the holidays at the happiest place on earth. It's time for another commercial break, but when we come back, we head back to Seattle to remember Mutual Fish and Reunion on the Union. Welcome back to Back2Besa. Have you ever felt like part of your childhood was missing after a place you used to frequent closes? Well, that's how I felt about Mutual Fish when I got the news it would no longer be a staple in our city. And turns out I wasn't the only one to feel that way. We teamed up with Vanishing Seattle to tell the story of the last moments of Mutual Fish.
It was started by my father and a few friends, and that's it right there. The original store was on 14th and Yesler, and that was in 1946. And we came down here in 1965 and have been here ever since.
Yeah, I remember way back when it was on Yesler, and my grandma lived up there on Yesler, and there was lot of little businesses. The tofu, there's Star Tofu was up there, and there was a little grocery store. You know, we used to always come here to buy my stuff for New Year's. So
throughout the years, we've had people here that have been here for over 20 years, and some of them retired and whatnot, but you know, they've all been very good, very loyal. They're good people.
In the short time that we've been here, just it's like every few seconds there's customers hugging the long-standing staff, customers who've been telling us they've been coming here with their own parents, people that are running into each other, people are hugging, they're taking pictures. It's just, just really a feeling of gratitude, I think, and also, people feeling very sentimental, sad that this business is closing, but you can definitely feel a whole lot of love.
My mother, Kay, Japanese American, she passed away earlier this year at the ripe old age of 94. But as I mentioned, she and I would run errands regularly. Mutual was always on our list. And I don't know if you can see this, but one of my favorites, it's in my favorite album, is a photo of Kay at Mutual, probably circa 2014, with a big bottle of a tall boy beer, which I think we ended up buying, actually. So, you know, I have now this framed at my house. Mutual is like a big part of our history, so.
It's just part of the neighborhood, and you kind of take it for granted, I guess, sometimes. So I guess change happens, but it's still sad. So hopefully there'll be a place that has a family feel to it, like this does, and you can, you know, really rely on it. Because that's the one thing I always worry about, you know, losing in our community is that community sense of, you know, even if you only go a couple times a year, that year you feel like you can rely on it, and you'll see people you know.
Yeah, and like, you know, all the aunties also coming here, getting like catfish or like whatever they need for like a special meal and stuff. Like, I think just that community connection, we're gonna miss that.
Mutual Fish actually started on 14th and Yesler, across the street from my grandparents' flower shop, Cherryland Florist. So when I saw Mutual Fish in the 60s move from the Central District to Rainer Avenue South, and we all would go by and see those signs. How much are crabs, how much are crappie, how much are clams, right? That was part of our fabric. So I'm very sad to see them go, but I'm happy for the family that are able to retire. But what we have to realize there, it's a wake-up call, that nothing really lasts forever. So we have to treasure the moments in the businesses we see now, and we have to also, in terms of the Japanese community as one example, put our arms around each other. It's okay to reminisce. It's okay to talk about what we grew up with. And now we embrace new businesses that take the place of the old businesses. A beautiful story in Mutual Fish.
Well, I'd like to say thank you very much. Thanks for all the great greetings and thank yous and everything else. And it made us feel real good. So. And we weren't expecting this.
There is something so powerful about seeing community come together for uplift and empowerment, and that is what happened this summer at the Reunion on Union in my home neighborhood of the Central District, where Central District residents past and present came together for a meal and memory.
We are here today at Reunion on Union at 23rd and Union. We have all of the community that's come out today who have been displaced and moved to other parts of the county, of the state, of the city, who have come back here today to commune with one another and really enjoy all of the good food, the good music. We got Tiffany Wilson. This event is important because for years, you know, for those who don't know, the Central District started out at about 70% Black, now moving from 70% down to less than 10%. And so this event is meaningful, it's impactful because it gives opportunity for those in the community who were raised here, who have history here, rich, deep roots, to come back and reconvene and really reestablish what it means to be together and just have a good time.
Today we are here to celebrate Blackness, to restore the connection, to uplift and amplify Black voices around the Central District of Seattle.
It's an honor to sit with them, to hear the stories, to see them commune with one another. It's an honor to be in this space, and I think that hopefully anyone else within my generation would say the same thing, that it's an honor to sit with the elders and to hear the stories and to have them essentially encourage us to carry on the legacy that they placed in the community for us.
My father used to live on 20th and Union. My mom, Dee Charlene, her first beauty shop was on 2511 Union Avenue before she moved over on Madison, so it's lots of memories for me.
Here in Seattle, we only make up 7% of the population. We're only 50,000 strong in the municipality, but we fighting for every inch.
I'm here in remembrance in honor of Elijah L. Lewis. He was a big part of the community and a big part of this event reunion on Union last year. And I just wanted to make sure that we continued his legacy and continued the work he was doing. And we're excited to see what the years coming will bring. It's going to get better and better every year. And we're just happy to be here.
Our vision as an organization is to see Black Seattle thrive. And so when we think about that, we think about community and we think about all the events that we've had throughout the year. Summer of Soul, this is the end technically of part of our Summer of Soul events. And so the way that it aligns with ACLT's vision is that we are giving community an opportunity to come back and to thrive together and thrive in place where it all began. The history here with the Central District is obviously very rich, and there's not a lot of opportunities that we've had over the years to actually come together. And so ACLT continues to give opportunity to community to thrive in place. And today, this is our place.
This is for our ancestors. This is for you. This is for the generations of babies and children. Today, I want people to feel uplifted. I want people to feel empowered to go home, to spread their love, to spread their support in their community and pour it back into their household and around them.
We are having a good time. That is what's happening here today. What's also happening is this recognition in the community that we're having this beautiful renaissance in the CD, in the Central District, where people are coming back to community, they're coming back home. And so we are celebrating the essence of community. We're celebrating the essence of coming home. We're celebrating the essence of the Central District today and what it's always been about, which is community.
All right, everyone, we're off to another commercial break. But when we come back, we recap how I felt the Fox 13 family would take this girl from the Central District that came from radio and is now moving into their world of TV. You're watching Back to Besa.
You ever just take a serious moment to reflect on your life and see how far you've come, and more importantly, where you're going? Well, this weekend, believe it or not, I finally had a day off. Crazy, right? Doesn't happen often. And decided to hop on the Washington State Ferry to Bainbridge Island and find my thoughts while gazing back at our Emerald City. This journey called Back to Besa has been a whirlwind to say the least. But as I reflect back on nearly 20 episodes and over 100 stories, yes, can you believe it's been over 100 stories since our launch on July 1st? I realize what a very special position I am in to uplift you and our community. To uplift your stories, your joys, your pains, your passions, and your future. And not just here in Seattle, but in Tacoma, Portland, Spokane, and even Boise. Please believe, I don't take this position that I hold, nor your trust and viewership lightly. And just know that I am still that roundaway girl from the Central District, chasing her dreams and trying to help as many people as I can along the way. Reflecting, it feels good to see how far Back to Besa has come. Gazing into the future, I am so optimistic as to where we will go together. Thank you for your support.
A big day here at Lumen Field. Throws it over the top. Metcalf. Touchdown. Seahawks. And it is picked off. The fans are in the stands. They've got their towels. Walker gets the handoff. He goes in untouched. Dalton gets hit in the backfield. He goes down. Keep bringing it, 12. Keep bringing it. The Seahawks win the game.
Welcome back to Besa. Coming from radio and moving to TV, not going to lie, your girl was worried about how my Fox 13 family would take me. I honestly felt like they would be like, who is this girl and where did she come from? Well, I was totally wrong about that one. And to be honest, I was embraced with open arms from Fox since day one. Check out what they really thought about your girl when I pulled up.
You know, it's not always easy doing new things, even when it's something that you really want to do. Back to Besa has been an incredible ride so far, but can I be honest with y'all? I was nervous about how everyone at Fox 13 would respond to this girl from the Central District of Seattle who was coming from my world of radio to their world of TV. Well, I'm happy to report that I am not only feeling the love, but feeling right at home with my Fox 13 family, where I continue to authentically be me.
You know her voice from radio, but starting this month, as you just heard, you're going to be able to catch Besa Gordon from Hits 106.1 and Converge Media right here on Fox 13.
Besa is a force of nature.
The woman never stops. Besa's energy I would describe as bouncy. The first time that I met her, I was like, I want to know this girl more. Tell me more.
This morning, we're sitting down with Besa Gordon to get the scoop on her upcoming episode.
Besa can talk to anybody. She's got a great perspective. You know, she can do an entertainment interview. She can tell you what's going on in hot topics. Then she can go talk to a councilman, or she can talk to the mayor. You saw what Besa did at the baseball, at the All-Star game, hosting for Major League Baseball. I mean, Besa is a star.
When it comes to the content, something that really strikes me is how community-focused Besa is. She's always focusing on the youth, which I think has so much value, because these are the young people that are going to very soon grow up and eventually be in charge of things. And I really think that focusing on these young people at an age that is just so important to their learning process has so much value. It's really an investment in our community.
You know, I absolutely love Besa's show. I think that it brings a community together, especially on topics that we currently weren't covering, and I absolutely love that aspect of highlighting different people's stories and things that you just wouldn't see before.
To see our commitment to diversity here, not only throughout the talent and the regular news channels, but with the Back2Besa show, I was just really excited for her, for that opportunity to get to really tell our stories. She's lively, like energetic. Like some people you feel like you get good energy from. I would definitely say that's one of the ways to describe Besa, whether out at a different event or maybe at a day party, always the same energy, always really good vibes whenever we run into each other.
Thank you, Carly, Maria, Bill, John, Abby, Justine, Sean, Brian, and the entire rest of the team over at Fox 13 Seattle. You guys have truly embraced me with open arms and smiles to match.
Besa Gordon, welcome home to the Fox 13 family.
I definitely feel right at home, and I'm truly thankful to be living out my childhood dream of having my own TV show with you all. Now, we're off to our last break, but when we come back, you already know, it's time for Affirmation of the Week. Welcome back to Back2Besa. Each week we like to end the show with an affirmation. This week's affirmation is, I accept every experience in my life as a path to growth and development. Sometimes life passes us by so fast that we don't realize each moment is setting us up for the next. Whether it be good or bad, the thing that happened for a reason, and it's up to us to find out or even realize what that reason was. This weekend, I want you to take a moment to really look back on the moments in your life that got you to where you are today, because even the bad ones had a purpose, but it's up to us to figure out what that purpose was. Now that's it for this week's episode of Back2Besa, and I hope you enjoyed some of my favorite moments that have happened so far. If you have a favorite moment from Back2Besa, let me know what it was by sending an email over to back2besa@whereweconverge.com. And don't forget to catch me in Seattle on Hits 106.1 weekdays, 7 p.m. to midnight, and in Portland Saturdays from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Jammin' 107.5. As usual, I want to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and definitely keep that energy high.